Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome in. Welcome to your tarot reading. This is the Dream Clairvoyant. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you all are doing well, feeling safe, and feeling blessed because you are. So let's go ahead and get started on your reading. Please remember to take what resonates and leave what does not. Please, Spirit, thank you for guiding us. What is the message for someone out there? You have the Seven of Cups. You have the Moon card. What is the message for someone out there? You have the Ten of Swords. I also welcome you guys to follow my second channel. It is called The Love Seer. I will put the link in the description box. My second channel is where I upload all of the love readings. So for those of you who are into romance, definitely go and check it out. All right, Three of Swords, then you have the Magician. The Magician. All right, your card's looking a bit interesting here. I definitely see someone who's trying to be deceitful. Someone's trying to create deception, like someone's conspiring, okay? When I look at the Three of Swords and the Magician like this, someone's doing something to keep you in the unknown, hence the Two of Swords. They want to keep you blinded, like how you see this woman here sitting with her arms crossed and she's sitting under the moon. That is very symbolic because the moon represents darkness and darkness is deceit. So someone's been purposely creating some kind of illusion. You know, there's some kind of deception that someone is purposely creating in order to keep you in the unknown, in order to keep you in the dark. Okay, let's start with the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups represents weighing your options. Nine of Cups, clarify the Seven of Cups. All right, Three of Wands, clarify the Seven of Cups. King of Pentacles, yeah. Wow, so bear with me, guys. I'm trying to gather my words here. This is not okay. So this has to do with your romantic life. You have people. I'm seeing several people here. You don't just have one adversary, but it's like several people here who don't want you to meet your true love, the man who you're supposed to be with. He's showing up as the King of Pentacles. He may be very earthy, okay, regardless of zodiac signs, because if you look in our birth chart, we have all of those signs just in different placements. But the King of Pentacles, I can tell you his characteristics. The King of Pentacles is someone who's very loyal, very committed, very well-grounded, very level-headed. The King of Pentacles tends to be very successful in life. You know, he prioritizes his security and stability. The King of Pentacles, by definition, rules the material world. So this is a man who is also very materially successful. He does very well for himself. That's who your person is, like your spouse. I always say that in the kingdom of God, we come in pairs. So trust me, there's something called predestination where God has already chosen your spouse for you. And there's someone here who's literally working in the dark so that you don't meet this man. This man is going to bring you all of the fulfillment. The Knight of Cups is emotional fulfillment and satisfaction. He's going to make you very, very happy. He's going to fill all of your cups. The Three of Wands is waiting for your ships to sail in. The Three of Wands could also represent teamwork, Clarify the Three of Wands. I feel like spiritually he has already been helping you. Yeah, he already has an inkling of who you are. Even though the two of you haven't met yet, the King of Cups. Wow, he already cares about you. The King of Cups is someone who's very loving, very compassionate. And I feel like spiritually he has definitely been interceding for you. There were times where you were under such intense spiritual warfare that he literally had to step in to help you, to rescue you. So yeah, spiritually, it's pouring rain outside, you guys. So enjoy the sound of rain. Who doesn't like the sound of rain? It's so calming, right? But it's pouring rain outside, so if you hear any background noise, that's what it is. Please excuse that noise. But yeah, with the King of Cups here, this man already cares about you. There's already like this kind of spiritual feeling here that is connecting the two of you together. So there has already been an element of teamwork. He has helped you through your spiritual battles. And oh my gosh, like, yeah, he has like that kind of classy, classic kind of look. This is a classy gentleman here, very well put together. And here's the thing, whoever these enemies are that are trying to work against your love life, they're not going to be very successful, because I have a feeling that you may already sort of know who your future husband is going to be. You already have an idea of this individual, especially for those of you who carry the gift of discernment. It could be that God has already revealed some kind of information about this person. But yeah, the Seven of Cups, this is someone who's weighing their options. It can even represent thinking. So let's just look at the moon, all right? The moon is darkness, and darkness is deceit. Clarify the moon. Yeah, you're going through some kind of spiritual warfare here. It's a spiritual battle. It's not a physical battle. So you really have to pray for discernment so that you'll be able to see what's hidden in the dark, because there's so much that's kept beneath the surface to blind you, okay? So the enemy is definitely using spiritual darkness against you. This is spiritual warfare. I'm pretty sure there's even elements of witchcraft that's being done here. I mean, you have the Magician, that's the last card in the spread, but I can tell you now that this is spiritual warfare. In Clarity of the Moon, you have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is you having to stand your ground and defend yourself, because you are battling unseen forces. These are like spiritual obstacles that the enemy is trying to put in your way to prevent you from coming together with your future husband. So it's very different. It's not a physical battle. It's not like it's a physical person where you can go up to their house and tell them to leave you alone, or you can call the police, or you can sue them. You know, these are spiritual entities that you're having to go up against. So yeah, Seven of Wands, that's you having to really defend yourself here. Next, you have the Nine of Wands. All of the wands, like Seven of Wands, Nine of Wands, that's warfare, that's battles. The Nine of Wands is a wounded warrior, so be careful not to tire yourself out. Remember that we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. We're wrestling against evil spirits, right, that are coming from the kingdom of darkness. So it could be that you have become weary. This battle has really exhausted you. Tell us more about this moon here. Yeah, all you want is love. The Queen of Cups, and you're matching to your future husband, the King of Cups. All you want is love. The Ace of Pentacles, a commitment. Yeah, and the King of Pentacles is all about his commitments. Yeah, that prayer has been heard and answered. The Star card is here. Your wish fulfillment. So you're bound to meet this person. Now, I do feel like there's a solution to this problem. Let's look at the Ten of Swords. You're being betrayed by people who you know. It's a backstab, is what the Ten of Swords is displaying here. Yeah, these are people who you love, people who are close to you. They're the ones doing this. Clarify the Ten of Swords. They're the ones causing you a hard time. The Strength is overcoming difficulties. Yeah, the Strength card is overcoming difficulties. It's a card of courage and bravery. So, let me see here. Oops. Tell us more about this Ten of Swords. Who's betraying you? The Death card is here. You may actually need to put an ending to some of your connections, your relationships with people. It may have to come to an end first. Like, you may have to permanently sever ties with certain people in your life, you know, in order for you to meet this new love. Because I feel like when the two of you come together and you're still around these people, they will intensify their spiritual attacks. They're already spiritually attacking you as an individual. So if you come together, you partner up with your future husband, your future spouse, these enemies are going to intensify, you know, the attack. It's going to get worse. So I feel like the solution to this problem is deading, right? The Death card, which is all about endings, deading some of these relationships. You are going to be grieving over the loss of some of these people in your life because you love them. The Ace of Cups is all about love. You love them, but they don't love you. That's the thing. So you have to want better for yourself. And just think of it this way. Sometimes in life, you have to get rid of the old in order to make room for the new. So as you say goodbye to these hidden enemies in your life, God is going to send you new people, better people who will love you, and who will not work against you, because this is ridiculous. But yeah, you have to go through some kind of ending with these people in order for God to usher this man into your life. It is sad. You are going to be grieving. Five of Cups is grieving over a loss. But it's needed. This is mandatory if you want new love. This is what you're going to have to do. And why wouldn't you want to do it? Why would you want to stay connected to people who are this evil to be attacking your love life? You are going to be in a commitment with this man, the Four of Wands. And it's most likely going to lead to a very happy marriage between the two of you. Four of Wands is commitments. Why are they doing this? Why are these people backstabbing you? Why are they betraying you? Clarify the Ten of Swords. Four of Pentacles. So they don't want you to spread your wings and fly. Yeah, you're meant to be like famous. You're meant to be celebrated. You're meant to, the Six of Wands is victory, recognition, fame. This is just a part of your destiny. You're meant to spread your wings and fly very high. But these people, these hidden enemies here, they don't want you to spread your wings and fly. They want to, what is the word? Restrain you or constrain you. There's something here where they want to hold you back. And it's probably because they've been using you for their own agenda. They don't want you to get very far in life. They don't want you to spread your wings and fly. They don't. You have the Five of Pentacles that's here. They've actually been doing things to wound you, to wound you, as in they've been attacking you so that things will fall apart in your life. They've been attacking your success. They may have even been attacking your career, your finances. The Wheel of Fortune is here. You're destined to be successful if you aren't already. The Wheel of Fortune says you have good luck, you have good fortune, you have a lot of blessing here. You're someone who's meant to live a very positive life. But I just feel like these people would rather things go south for you. They would rather you go through despair. The Five of Pentacles is hardships and difficulties. Because if you go through hardships and difficulties, especially with your career and finance, you will be restricted. You won't have the financial freedom to go out and about, to travel the world, to, you know, be self-sufficient and independent. So I have no doubts that they've been trying to attack your success. And it's just to, you know, keep you bound. It's just what it is. Wow. Clarify the Two of Swords. Clarify the Two of Swords. Now, the people doing this, yeah, this is family. The Ten of Cups, y'all, I can't make this up. The Ten of Cups literally represents family. These are like, 10 of Cups is your personal life, your loved ones, family, close friends. That's, wow. And they think that you don't know. They think you don't know it because they're doing it spiritually. So they are using these unseen forces against you. And of course, these are evil spirits, right? Dark entities. These are spirits. So they don't expect you to be able to know about this or see this. But for those of you who are believers, those of you who have faith, you know that evil spirits do exist. Evil spirits are just another word for demonic spirits. Now, I do feel like the only reason why these people have managed to be able to do this to you is because you have some kind of attachment to them. Once you spiritually, mentally, energetically let these people go, these demonic spirits will have to let you go. They will have to leave you alone. So everything is symbolic. Okay, know that there's nothing that the enemy can do unless God permits it. There's nothing that the enemy can do unless God permits it. So if God is allowing this to happen, then there's also something that he's showing you, right? There's also something that you need to do first before God can intervene to resolve this issue for you. You may have some attachments to these very, family members, close friends, and are you willing to detach? Okay, are you willing to detach? These are evil people. Don't be attached to people just because of familiarity, just because of comfort. I don't even think you're comfortable with these people, to be honest with you. You don't trust them. You would have to look over your shoulder every time you're around them. But I feel like it's familiarity that may be keeping you attached to them. And know that what you lose, God restores. God will restore your life. He will bring you better people. But these are evil people because they're doing this to you and there's no remorse for it. It could even just be in their nature, or it could be their way of life. Maybe this is like a cultural thing and they just do this in their culture, because these people, they're not remorseful. They don't think that what they're doing is bad. To them, they have to hold you back to get what they want through you. They got to do what they got to do to get what they want through you. And that includes holding you back. They're not ashamed of this. Unfortunately, you're dealing with another level of evil people. And I keep on seeing every time they do this to you, and this is different forms of witchcraft that they've been doing to you, every time they do this to you, they don't expect you to even know about it because this is a spiritual attack. It's not a physical one. Let's look at the Three of Swords. They feel like you're blind. They feel like they've kept you in the unknown. You got to sacrifice these people. Just like how they've sacrificed you time and time again to get what they want, you got to sacrifice them. And what do I mean by sacrifice them? Well, the hangman represents releasing, surrendering, and letting them go. Sacrifice them by releasing them and just leaving it up to God. Just rest this case in God's hands and let these people go. Yeah, the hangman is all about releasing, surrendering, and letting go. Don't hold on to this anymore. Because the more you hold on to these people, the more these demonic spirits that they've been sending to attack you, the more these demonic spirits will attach to you. But as you let them go, these demonic spirits will have no choice but to let you go, to detach from you and release you. So the only way that you will be released out of this spiritual stronghold is by you releasing the very people who have put you in this stronghold, this demonic stronghold. You know when you are under a spiritual stronghold, when you feel restricted in life, you feel limited, you feel bound, you feel stuck, there's a lack of forward movement, there's a lack of progress in your life, things are very difficult for you to achieve. You literally will feel restricted. That's how you know when you are under a spiritual stronghold. Because in the realm of the spirit, there are demonic spirits that are literally keeping you bound. They're putting chains around you in the realm of the spirit. So some of you have spiritual chains around you, okay? But you just can't see it physically, but you can absolutely feel that lack of progress in your life. So you may not be able to see spiritual things, but you can absolutely feel it. And you can, in a way, you can't see it. You're seeing the effects of these spiritual activities. You're seeing the effects. And what are the effects? The effect is in your life. Look at your life and how difficult it has been for you to move forward, for you to progress, for you to achieve your goals. So in a way, we are able to see spiritual things that manifest in our lives. These spiritual activities that are happening to you have manifested a series of problems for you in your life. It has placed challenges in your life. So while you may not be able to see spiritual things, you will be able to experience them. Let's look at the Three of Swords. Somebody here is trying to contain you. They literally it's like they want to put you in a prison. They want to keep you bound, restricted, because they're trying to use you. There's something that they want through you. So they don't want you to get too far. They want you to be under their grasp, under their stronghold. Some of you, it could even be that they've been harvesting your spiritual power. They're using you as a power source for their agenda. They're using your spiritual power as like a driving force behind the things that they want, sort of like a car. You know how cars need gasoline? Yeah. These people who are doing this, they don't have any power, any spiritual power of their own. And so they want to use your spiritual power. There's lots of witchcraft here that they're doing, and they're trying to do it through you. They're trying to use your power to do it. Someone here is literally a witch or a warlock. There's someone here who is deeply satanic. They're deeply into the dark arts, hence the magician. The magician isn't a witchcraft card. The magician represents manifestation. But what I'm telling you is, in this particular reading, the magician card is representing these satanic people in your life who you need to be aware of, because the judgment is here. The judgment represents something being called to your attention. The Ace of Swords is also here. Gosh, these are some dangerous people who you're around, because when they do this witchcraft to you, they literally smile in your face, and then they do this behind your back. They act like everything's fine. Like, this is on another level of Satanism. It's almost as if it's just their way of life. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at the magician. And some of them may know that you know what they're doing, but they still don't care. It's all about them and their selfish wants and desires. In their mind, they're like, I got to do what I got to do. They don't care if it's harmful to you. They don't care if it's wrong. These are very selfish individuals. They're very greedy. It's all about how they can get what they want at all cost. But they don't have the power to get what they want. But guess what? The power is in you. So they're trying to harvest it. Yeah, look, you're the Hierophant. Very powerful. The Hierophant is someone who's powerful and influential. This has to do with your spiritual power. You may even be someone who's destined to be like a leader. You're meant to be in powerful places. You're meant to be in high places, new levels in high places, but they would rather hold you down to use your spiritual power to produce what they want for themselves. So it's like you're their power source. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles is here. This is so crazy. Like, you're surrounded by some psychopaths. I don't even think these people see you as a human being. Yeah, psychopath, King of Swords. King of Swords is all about the mental. He does a lot of thinking. I have no doubts you're around some psychopaths, sociopaths, whatever you want to call them. The reason why I call them psychopaths is because one thing I know is psychopaths, sociopaths, they don't see people as like human beings. They see people as objects of their desire. To these people, you are a tool or a resource that they can use to get what it is that they want. But you're not an object. You're not a tool or a resource. You're a human being. You're a person. And God has plans for you. But these people do not acknowledge God. They don't. They don't acknowledge God. They don't honor God. So they take themselves to be a God, but really they're just a false God. And they want to use you for their agenda. You know, it's some kind of ownership here. They want ownership of you. They don't want to share you. The Six of Pentacles is all about sharing, giving, gifting. They don't want to share you. They don't want to share you. They want to literally keep you down to harvest your power. Complete psychopaths. And I'm not surprised at this. There comes a time when a person is so wicked that they become mentally ill. And let me clarify. It's not a mental illness that causes people to be evil. No. It is their evil spirit that creates the mental illness. Okay, so they're not the way that they are because of a mental illness. We're not going to blame this on mental illnesses. They are evil in the spirit. And because of their evil nature, their evil ways, there is a mental illness that is caused due to their evilness. Okay. Another thing that you need to know is these people are connected to cults and covens. These people here in your family, what the heck? Something just opened up. They've sold you. You see the Page of Pentacles? They sold you to some kind of satanic group, whether this is a coven, and there is levels to satanic groups. A coven is a small satanic group. Just a few people are in covens. Whereas a cult consists of 100 or more people. A secret society consists of thousands upon thousands of people. So secret societies are the largest satanic groups. Covens are the smallest. Cults are like in the middle, okay? Medium size. They've literally sold you to someone. These people, what the heck, you guys? I would have sworn something just opened up and my eyes saw it. These people in your family, whoever they are, and when I say these people, I don't want you guys to become paranoid. It may not be every single person in your family. It could just be certain people, so please keep that in mind. They are connected to some kind of satanic group here, and they sold you. They sold you to this satanic group. Let's look into this. There's some kind of there's some kind of satanic group that's been using your energy. And what is an energy, right? I want you guys to know that an energy is completely different from a spirit. Okay, you can think of it as, so you have a spirit, right? Okay, so we have a physical body, right? In flesh and blood, this is our physical body. Your physical body is a vessel, a cavity that is hosting your spirit. Okay, you in particular, your spirit has power. So think of an energy as the power that your spirit exudes. There is a difference between an energy and a spirit. Please keep that in mind. Not everything is energetic. These things are spiritual. Okay, these things are spiritual. These are demonic spirits that you're dealing with. So, okay, it's almost like, I'm trying to see if I can give an example. You ever walk into a room and it's empty, but you can tell who was in that room? You're like, Dream was in this room. You know what I'm saying? You just get that kind of feeling. And energy is what your spirit exudes. Okay, you can think of energy as power that comes from your spirit. So there's a level of harvesting here, and they did sell you. The Page of Pentacles is here. They sold you out. It's almost like they gave you to this group, and they've been harvesting. Look, Seven of Pentacles is harvesting. Seven of Pentacles means reaping what you sow. It's literally connected to the saying, you reap what you sow. They've been harvesting your energy. We may have to do a part 2. We may have to do a part 2 to look more into this, because I feel like these people have taken things to a whole nother level with you. They've put you in the hands of a whole, like, this is, I feel like this is either a cult or a coven. This is much larger than a coven. This is either a cult or a secret society. They've literally handed you over. Like, your energy is in the hand of some kind of satanic group, and they're trying to do work through your energy. So this is why your family, they don't want you to go very far in life, because you might get so far in life that you end up taking back your energy, and they will have to pay the price. They will have to pay the price. Whatever the satanic group is, this satanic group will get upset and will retaliate against your family, because they no longer have access to your energy to play with. Follow me in part 2, and we're going to look more into this. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed this message, and if you did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to support the channel. You can access this exclusive YouTube video through a website called Planoly. It is a new website. I usually use Gumroad, but I'm going to be using Planoly because it's so easy, it's so straightforward to use it, and it is a secure website. I will put the link to part 2 in the comment section. I'll pin it there. All you have to do is click on it, and you can purchase the exclusive YouTube video through there. Take care, my beautiful people. Many blessings to you.